You will talk to an and I'm will play in your face and your face over and over and over and over and over again, and she'll be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And it's sad that I like to, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. And I've really been sparing you. You've been feeling yourself, nigga, because of your album and shit. And you really been doing me dirty after years that I'm up yet. Not even a thank you that I got for your. I'm so crazy that I gotta go fucking internet because when I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. I'm so tired of it.
Nobody saw it coming. Cardi B allegedly cuts ties with Hennessy. The story seemed simple on the surface, a celebrity and a brand, a possible business split. But in the world of Cardi B, nothing is ever simple. The internet went wild instantly, hashtags trended, memes exploded, and social media became a pressure cooker of speculation. The twist. This all followed another controversy surrounding Offset, Cardi's husband, whose own public actions were already being dissected frame by millions of fans and critics alike. Suddenly, a situation that might have been private was now a digital wildfire, consuming every platform it touched. To understand the intensity of the reaction, you have to know the background. Cardi B and Offset are not just a couple, they are a cultural phenomenon. Their relationship has played out publicly, like a soap opera with real-life stakes unfolding through interviews, social media posts, award shows, and concerts. Their fans are loyal to the point of obsession, tracking every like, comment, and glance, parsing body language for hidden meanings. Every reconciliation, every rumored argument, every cryptic post gets magnified because people don't just watch them. They feel like they're part of the story. And when controversy arises, the stakes feel enormous. This isn't just gossip, it's a cultural event. The controversy that allegedly triggered Cardi's supposed split with Hennessy began subtly. Fans noticed Offset posting cryptic comments on Instagram, subtweets that hinted at tension, and moments during public appearances where his energy felt different. It wasn't dramatic at first, it was just off, a shadow of something unresolved. But the internet is relentless. Social media detectives zoomed in, replaying interviews, analyzing micro-expressions, and cross-referencing timelines. Every post was treated like evidence. Every comment became a clue. And then word spread. Cardi B, frustrated by what was happening, allegedly made a move that nobody expected. Hennessy, one of her biggest brand partnerships, was supposedly cut off. Fans went from speculation to shock, and the rumor exploded like a lightning strike across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. People began to dissect what that meant. For some, it was a bold statement of power, Cardi B taking control of her brand and narrative in the face of controversy. For others, it was a dramatic overreaction, a sign that even the most savvy celebrities could be swept up by emotion. The speculation wasn't limited to fans. Media outlets and entertainment bloggers joined the frenzy, adding layers of analysis, interpretation, and opinion. Soon, it wasn't just about Cardi or Offset, it was about the tension between loyalty, public image, and personal principles in a world that thrives on instant reaction. Meanwhile, the reactions online were electric. TikTok creators recreated timelines of Cardi and Offset's history, highlighting moments that might suggest why this split happened, or whether it even did. Twitter threads exploded with thousands of users debating the implications, reposting screenshots and videos that could or could not serve as proof. Memes proliferated faster than news articles, each more creative than the last, poking fun at celebrity drama while simultaneously amplifying it. Fans took sides almost immediately. Some applauded Cardi's courage, framing her as a woman who wouldn't tolerate disloyalty, betrayal, or disrespect, whether personal or professional. Others defended Offset, questioning whether Cardi's rumored reaction was justified. And somewhere in the middle were the observers, stunned by the speed with which a single rumor escalated into a full-blown cultural moment. The emotional stakes were higher than most people realized. For Cardi B, this wasn't just a business move, it was personal. Being dragged into an internet-fueled controversy about her relationship with Offset while simultaneously managing one of the world's biggest brand partnerships is a kind of pressure that few can comprehend. Every public action is analyzed, every facial expression interpreted as either a confession or a subtle dig. And yet, Cardi's fans also understand that she has built her career on authenticity and fearlessness. When she allegedly made this move, whether true or exaggerated by the media, it was a message. She controls her narrative. She decides how far she tolerates disrespect, both in personal relationships and professional alignments. As the story grew, the internet escalated into a frenzy. Every subtle post from Cardi became proof. Every like, comment, or share was dissected. Memes transformed her supposed reaction into a cultural symbol, some portraying her as a queen protecting her kingdom, others framing her as volatile or unpredictable. Podcast hosts and YouTube creators ran deep dives, connecting past events to the present, layering speculation upon speculation, each theory more elaborate than the last. And through it all, Cardi herself remained largely silent, allowing the storm to swell around her name without confirming or denying a single detail. Silence in this environment can speak louder than any post or statement. Offset, caught in the middle, became a central figure in the narrative even without making a direct response. His previous actions, public flirtations, cryptic lyrics, or offhand comments were brought back into conversation, recontextualized by this new alleged development. Fans debated whether he had provoked Cardi's response or whether this was purely a misinterpretation of social media behavior. Analysts compared him to historical examples of celebrity drama, scrutinizing his every move with a microscope. Suddenly, a private marital matter felt like a public trial, with millions of spectators acting as jurors. The tension wasn't just external. Internally, for fans and commentators alike, it sparked a conversation about the intersection of celebrity, power, and public perception. People began asking, how much influence do celebrities truly have over their brands and image? How quickly can public opinion reshape narratives? And perhaps most importantly, what does it say about society that a brand partnership can become an emotional battleground because of alleged personal drama? These questions only fueled the intrigue. The line between reality and rumor blurred, and the story became more about the collective emotional response than any single confirmed fact. The alleged Hennessy split also prompted discussions about branding and professionalism. Hennessy, a global powerhouse, has cultivated a certain image and works with high-profile personalities who enhance their brand narrative. If the rumors were true, Cardi's move was unprecedented. Walking away from a lucrative partnership amidst public scrutiny is a high-risk strategy. Yet, from another perspective, it's also a demonstration of agency and self-respect, signaling that no amount of money is worth compromising personal values or tolerating perceived disrespect. Fans debated endlessly, weighing loyalty against pragmatism, emotion against strategy, and authenticity against optics. As days went on, subtle changes in online behavior were amplified. Every post, every subtle expression became material for speculation. Fans created evidence boards, linking interviews, social media behavior, and performance clips to the narrative of conflict. Analysts on social media treated the situation like a mystery waiting to be solved. And every time new information surfaced, whether a video snippet, a quote from an interview, or an influencer's opinion, it became a new piece of the puzzle, often contradicting previous interpretations and keeping the story alive, vibrant, and escalating. The emotional weight reached a tipping point when commentators began framing the alleged split as symbolic. Some argued that it represented Cardi taking control over her life, asserting dominance over her personal and professional spheres in a way that few women in entertainment do. Others cautioned against reading too much into a rumor, reminding audiences that speculation often exaggerates reality, and yet the narrative had momentum. Once rumors acquire mass attention, even careful disclaimers do little to slow the viral spread. The story itself becomes larger than the individuals involved. Public response continued to escalate. Some fans voiced admiration for Cardi's alleged decisiveness, painting her as a role model for standing up against perceived disrespect, while others criticized the spectacle, calling it unnecessary and divisive. Influencers and content creators amplified every minor development, creating loops of commentary, speculation, and reaction that constantly fed themselves. What started as a single alleged action spiraled into a full cultural conversation about relationships, trust, power, and media influence. By the end of the first week, the situation had evolved into something almost mythic in scale. Social media became a living organism, constantly shifting, growing, and reacting. Videos, podcasts, blogs, and commentaries multiplied, each layer adding emotional intensity. Audiences had become deeply invested not in verified facts, but in the suspense, drama, and perceived stakes. The story had transcended a simple rumor. It was now a lens through which fans examined celebrity culture, personal agency, and the volatility of public perception. Amid all the chaos, one lesson stood out in the modern celebrity landscape: silence can speak as loudly as words. Cardi B's alleged actions, or even the mere reporting of them, created a narrative that spiraled beyond control. The internet, armed with attention, speculation, and emotion, transformed a single rumored incident into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Every viewer, every fan, and every commentator became a participant, consciously or not, in a drama that was equal parts rumor, spectacle, and societal commentary. The story stayed unresolved, leaving lingering questions. Did Cardi B cut ties with Hennessy? Was Offset's behavior the cause, or just coincidence? Ambiguity fueled suspense and speculation, as a single allegation rippled across reputations, brands, and public perception. Fans debated loyalty and consequence, turning posts and memes into participation in the drama. The saga illustrated how quickly private matters become public spectacle, showing that in celebrity culture, perception can